What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin here with another Fantasy Month review. Might be the last one. If we have time, we might do one more, which will be a movie review. So look forward to that. But yeah, for Fantasy Month, we're reviewing Berserk Volume 41 by Kentaro Miura and Studio Gaga, whoever they are, which I think is the name of, which is the group of assistants that worked for Kentaro Miura. This is published by Dark Horse Manga. It goes for 15 US, 20 Canadian. It's a horror, dark fantasy manga. So yeah, I'm not gonna do a breakdown of the manga because I don't want to spoil it for the people who are going to read this. But yeah, I did enjoy it, but it was kind of, it's like, you know, for the last volume of Kentaro Miura. I almost would have, like, the last one, volume 40, ended in like such a way that it was like, oh, that almost would have been a better ending for Kentaro Miura's, like, you know, work. But yeah, this manga is like based off manuscripts that he wrote and inked, and like Studio Gaga, which is his assistants, did the finishing art and everything else. So it's like, I don't know how much of it, like, you know, is the original author or the, you know, the guys who took over. Which, you know, I think it was confirmed they're going to finish the series with, you know, without Miura, who died. Which, for people who don't know, Berserk is one of my favorite mangas ever. I've been reading it since I was a kid, which I probably shouldn't have because I got caught with it at like school, elementary school, and I got in so much trouble, man. So much trouble. Oh my god. To the point where, like, I think they called the library. It's like, yeah, you gotta stop letting kids borrow the parental adversary manga graphic novels. Oh my god. So yeah, it was like Berserk, even though I probably read or watched dark fantasy manga and anime before Berserk was basically my introduction to it, because it wasn't until I read Berserk where I understood what dark fantasy was and what to me is the peak of dark fantasy. Like, I can't, like, if you were asking me what's like the second best dark fantasy series of all time, I couldn't tell you, man. If you ask me the first one, it's Berserk. Second best, I haven't a clue. I honestly haven't a clue. Like, that's just how it is. I guess people would say maybe, obviously, like, maybe like Conan the Barbarian, which is technically dark fantasy, or grim dark, as it's called, which I hate the term grim dark. I truly do. But yeah, well, let's get into I'll show you the art, which you have this beautiful double colored page right here, where you have the Skull Knight and Danin, the queen of the elves on Elfheim Island, and then you have this you know, picture of like a new female character, which they do the thing where they recap everything that's happened, and they have little splash pages of all the different characters. And the art was pretty good here. Like, look at the art. I mean, it's the guys who are the assistants, so you expect the art to be just as good. But yeah, the art is fantastic. So, and you have like hijinks with Isidoro and Puck, where there's lots of pulp culture references, and like somebody will say something, and it's like Puck will be like, read volume 21 if you want to know what happened. It's like an editor's note on a comic book, man. It was like, oh my god. So yeah, this volume was basically our characters just hanging out in Alfheim. Casca's back to her normal self. She even dons, like, she even dons armor and weapons again. Well, no, there's no armor, but yeah, weapons again. There's a scene where she fights like these golems for practice that the Danian, like, you know, summoned, and then like you had like some of the other characters, like, you know, the mage characters learn like basically show off their magic skills in front of the other witches and wizards here. Yeah, so there's like a school of wizardry on this island. So yeah, there's a bunch of people. Which it's been like I don't know how long since I read volume 40. So it's like I don't remember much. I probably should have reread the the last volume. But I remembered how it ended, and yeah, so I thought it was good. But besides from that, like I wasn't entirely lost, and we finally get the reveal on what exactly is the Moonlight Child or the Full Moon Child, whatever they call it. Which, you know, we were it always hinted that it was the unborn child of Guts and Casca, but maybe it's something else. Who knows? And Griffith is up to BS. Oh my god. So yeah, it was just like, this was just like our characters. It was like not exactly a day at the beach episode, but it was basically our characters just like taking a rest day. And that was the entire manga. But we also got some backstory on the Skull Knight that we pretty much already knew. And other stuff like that. And we found out, oh yeah, it was dwarves that crafted the Berserker armor. Which, didn't they already say that? I'm pretty sure they did. But yeah, it was, aside from that, it was, like, this was a great read. It was fun, comfy read, but that's not exactly what you want from dark fantasy. And like I said, like the way like the volume 40 ended, where it ended in like this ray of hope, like, oh yeah, there's hope for the future. You know, we got Casca back. You know, our waifu was back. Man. But yeah, but she's traumatized, so it's not, spoiler alert. So she's not entirely back to back, but yeah, she's back, but she's mostly back. Yeah, so like I said, I like this volume. I like the series is a 10 out of 10. Well, if 10 out of 10s existed. But yeah, there's not much to say other than I enjoyed the manga, and I am curious to see how they, conclude the series. I think they should honestly end it at volume 50, because obviously you can tell, like, Miura was planning on wrapping it up. So, like, they should end it at 50. If they try to do the bullshit where they're like, let's do, like, the One Piece and the Bleach and the Naruto thing, where we're just gonna keep writing the same series until, like, because it's like, oh my, because like, if these guys were like as talented as people say they are, why didn't they go off to do their own series? Why are they working as assistants? So it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I have hope that, I think, would we probably get a decent ending? Yeah, they would probably end it good, but the problem is they would probably just, it would just probably be just fan service, where they not fan service as like, pervy bullshit, but fan service as in, let's just give the fans what they want, which is not what you should. That's not how Berserk probably would have ended, because the Berserk is the fucking figurehead, is like the goat of dark fantasy. It would probably not have a happy ending, as much as people want it to have a happy ending. It's not going to have a happy ending. So it's like, they would probably just give the fans what they want. And it's like, you should not, whatever Miura planned, you should do it if they even knew what it was. Probably not, because they're assistants. You think he's going to tell, like, the assistants, like, how to end it? Oh my god. And, like, they, sometimes, something could end in a way and still suck, even though it would have been good, because like it could be like, execution, right? Like George R. R. Martin's, like, the Game of Thrones, like, finale. How they handled that was fucking garbage. Maybe executed in book form with George R. R. Martin's writing, maybe it would have been like pulled off. Like, we wouldn't have been like, what the fuck? Arya fucking killed the Night King. We would have been like, oh, Arya killed the Night King? Who saw that fucking coming? Oh my god. So yeah, I don't know. Spoiler alert for Game of Thrones, but yeah. I don't know. I am. Will I probably check out more volumes of Berserk? Probably, but in my opinion, Berserk is dead. So, if you love Berserk, Japanese manga people or whatever, go out and make your own dark fantasy series. Make it good. Don't do isekai bullshit, video game bullshit. Just go out and do your own thing, man. Go out and do your own thing. But like, you know, if you truly love Berserk, let it die and go out and do your own thing. That's my opinion. That's how I think it should end. I'll probably read these the next volumes or whatever whenever they come out. But yeah, I am not. I'm not even gonna review them. I'm just gonna read them and I'll have my opinions. But yeah, I don't know. It's just what it is. So yeah. Sorry to end Fantasy Month on a lukewarm, thing, but it's just like this is emotional for me, man. Like I love Berserk, and it is what it is. I did like the day of that was announced. Kento Miura died. I did a video within 10-15 minutes, expressing the same thoughts. I still have the same thoughts I did back then that I have now. If they shouldn't have ended it. Sorry, they should have just ended it, and that's it. But if they're gonna continue it, I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it sucks. It's still gonna be It's still gonna be fan fiction because it's not by the original guy. Like Wheel of Time. I love Wheel of Time. I'm gonna finish Wheel of Time eventually. But do I plan on reading the Brandon Sanderson books? Probably not. I don't know. We'll see when we get there, but yeah, even if they're good, which I hear they're good, it's still fan fiction. Especially since I heard people say he changed the tones and made it more modern. He got rid of the old fashionedness of the series. Oh my god. So yeah, if there is gonna be a Fantasy Month finale, it's gonna be on Thursday. If not, Fantasy Month is over. Peace.